And oop. And oop. And oop. Gather in close. Gather in close, Crown family. We've got a lot of things to get into. Yes. Breaking news. Breaking news when Diddy is in the headlines again when and the official Kingpin has all of the receipts when, okay, on period. Some clarity into the investigation, which we all told you is stemming from his sexual assault allegations. Okay. There's a lot more. There's a lot more cover-ups revealed. People are speaking out when Diddy is only a matter of time. You know, a lot of people are wondering why they haven't arrested Diddy yet. I think it's because they're waiting. Period. They're waiting. Waiting to see what he gonna do. Waiting to see if his actions speak louder than his words. They done already stopped Diddy from fleeing the country. Yikes. Yikes. Floored, grounded his private jets. Yes, it did. And arrested his drug mule. We got a lot of things to get into. Gather in close, gather in close. This is the official Kingpin show. This is the home of the lituation. This is the littest place on earth when, okay, where a dusty bitch could always, never, Diddy. Oh, yes, it's time for you to take that, take that, take that. Oh, speaking of taking that win, did anyone else see the detectives taking boxes of electronics and tapes from Diddy's home when? Yeah, so my. My. Somebody said they hope that Kim Porter phone was in one of those boxes. And ooh, ooh, my. Not they still looking for Kim Porter's phone. Girl, there's a whole lot of shit going on when, and you know, Homeland Security is involved, which means that people is missing. People is missing when, okay, on period. They are alleging that this whole thing has to do with sex trafficking. There's tunnels under Diddy's house. People is getting shot. Official Kingpin has all the receipts. Leave it to me to bring some clarity. Yikes. To a dusty situation. Are you guys liking this video? Like this video right now. We need YouTube to send out all of our notifications. Remember to subscribe to the show when, okay, and hit that notification bell. That way that you never miss a show here in the home of the lituation. It's up and it's stuck here in the home of the lituation directly after these commercial breaks. Let's go.
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked an appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpin.net. Get you some style today. Oh, and your mom called says she needs some more conditioner. Oh, my. I was just dusting, make sure the place is all nice and tidy for you guys when, yes, it did. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day to be dusting. Would you be my crown family? Like this video, like this video, like this video right now when gathering close. Gathering close. A few disclaimers before we get started. This video is not made for kids. Go ahead and send the kids out. Okay, on period. The grown folks is talking. And everything being shown to you guys during this video is being shown to you guys underneath the fair use and copyright doctrine. It's my motherfucking opinion. Mixed with receipts. Take it out if you want to take it. Just don't be weird. It's the old this show, King Payne show. Act like you know, okay? The one and only. Often imitated, never duplicated. Win, okay, on period. We don't give a fuck what none of them other bitches is talking about. Win, okay, on period. The official King Payne is doing this motherfucking thing. Okay, on period. Yeah, so gathering close, gathering close. Like that video, like that video, like this video right now on the way in. Okay? Act like you know where you're at. Yes, it's lit over here. Period. Make sure that you guys are sharing this video, liking this video, and subscribe to this video. Okay? Before we get into some things, it is time for our Crown Family roll call. Where the Crown Family at? Where the Crown Family at? Where the Crown Family at? Let me see those crowns in the chat. Let me see those crowns in the chat. My. Yes. Hey, Tori, what's going on? Yes. Cherry Blossom in the building. What's popping? Hey, Tasha. Hey, T. What's going on? Kimberly, Lachelle, Kiss the Bliss. Hey, friend. Stephanie, what's going on? Yes, and we're going to keep it short. My energy is low. I'm exhausted, you guys. You know, that's why I'm live so late. So much going on, so many stories. Talking to people, investigating, researching. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's, especially this Diddy thing. It's a lot of moving pieces. Okay, on period. Hopefully, by the end of this live, you'll have a better understanding of exactly what's going on. This is all stemming from all of the lawsuits. Okay, particularly Little Rod's lawsuit. Okay, where a man was shot and allegedly killed in Diddy's studio. Okay, the man by the name of Mr. G, who was also mentioned in Little Rod's lawsuit, apparently is missing. Yes, not only is he missing, but Ava Baroni is missing. Diddy's adopted goddaughter. And according to his neighbors, oh yes, the neighbors are speaking out. There are busloads of kids dropped off at Diddy's house every night. Every night. Apparently, there's a tunnel under Diddy's house that leads to somewhere, girl. And the feds have seized all of his electronics, safes, tapes. Yeah, they found the tapes, Diddy. They found Diddy tapes. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Fred. They found Diddy tapes. Hey, Blessed Always. What's going on? I know, that's right. Hey, Angel McCann. They found Diddy tapes. When did you guys like this video? Like this video, like this video, like this video right now. Like this video, like this video, like this video right now. We need YouTube sending out all our notifications when. Y'all hear sir? Hey, Miss Body. They found the tapes. They found the tapes. That's not all they found. Okay, on period. They found the phones. Y'all think Kim Porter phone was in one of those boxes? You let me know in the chat. Okay? We got a lot of things to get into when, okay, on period. We got secret tunnels and tapes. We got Homeland Security looking for missing people. Okay, and we got exclusive updates from the official campaign regarding Diddy's home being raided. Who's ready to get into some things? Who's ready to get into some things? Everybody hashtag let's go. Everybody hashtag let's go. Time for me to start pulling my receipts out. Okay, on period. Oh, and it's a whole lot of receipts when y'all stay tuned when y'all gathering close. Again, this is gonna be an exclusive. At the top of the docket, we got secret tunnels and sex tapes. Let's talk about it when everything being shown to you guys during this video is being shown to you guys underneath the fair use and copyright doctrine. It's my motherfucking opinion. Mixed with receipts. Take it however you want to take it. Just don't be weird. Just don't be weird. Gathering close, Crown family. We got to protect the crown at all costs.
Here we have new reporting after the federal raids at the homes of Sean Diddy Combs in Los Angeles
Hey,
and Miami.
Denaji.
Sources tonight now telling ABC News this is a sex trafficking investigation involving Combs. And this evening, what federal authorities have now seized in those homes. Here's Victor Kendo.
Tonight, ABC News has confirmed that federal agents seized multiple electronic devices from Sean Combs' LA and Miami mansions, and sources tell ABC News that the music and entertainment mogul is the target of a federal sex trafficking investigation. Combs' plane flying from California to Antigua, but it's not clear if Combs was on board. Video obtained by TMZ hours.
He wasn't. He wasn't. Okay, on period. He wasn't. He just set up and let Brendan Paul take the rap. Okay, on period. Yeah, there was drugs on that plane. Yes, it did. Well, they were trying to get some drugs on that plane. Okay, on period. According to Lil Rod Brandon, the alleged drug mule, he's accusing Brandon of moving weight for Diddy. And drugging his clients. Yes, it did. It's a whole lot of shit going on. It's a whole lot of shit going on, okay, on period. An arrest has been made. It ain't Diddy. On period. But we getting closer. We getting closer. My. Oh, Fisher King Pay got the receipts. Y'all got them in close.
Before that plane landed, shows Combs pacing outside Miami's Opa-locka Airport.
We going live.
The three-time Grammy winner has been the subject of multiple civil lawsuits, accusing him of rape and other sexual misconduct. Last month, his ex-music producer, Rodney Jones, sued for $30 million, saying Combs groped, harassed, and threatened him, and was engaged in a widespread and dangerous criminal sex trafficking organization.
And again, for the girls in the back, okay, on period, Diddy's home was raided largely due to the lawsuits and all of the allegations pivoted against the Diddy from Cassie to Little Rod. Yes, it did. Allegations of sexual assault, molestation, rape, kidnapping, sex trafficking, and more. You know, we thought that the feds were going to do something when Cassie spoke out and the feds alleged that they were not investigating Diddy. Maybe it was because they didn't want to alert Diddy that they were on the way.
Jones claims surveillance video inside Combs' homes recorded many of the incidents listed in his suit.
The allegations in it could have paved the way to create probable cause for law enforcement to get that search warrant to search Sean Combs' home.
And just moments ago, Diddy's attorney saying in a statement, Mr. Combs is innocent and called this a witch hunt. David?
Victor Kendo reporting tonight. Victor, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George.
My. Like this video right now. So as you heard, they have seized electronics, okay, on period, boxes full of electronics, when cell phones, laptops, computers, or desktops, when tablets, pictures, any evidence that they can use to swallow Diddy up in the sex trafficking allegations. Yes, it did. Y'all like this video right now. Hey, Jayla, what's going on? Guys, we got a lot of things to get into. When, okay, on period. We're talking about secret tunnels and tapes. What he had a secret tunnel in his house for? Somebody said all the celebrities got one. Bitch, please, I don't. Got a damn secret tunnel over here. Weird girl, please. What? I don't got no secret tunnel over here, girl. Somebody said all the celebrities got one. Girl, please. They don't. That ain't the truth. Diddy got one though. Here's the truth. Diddy's $40 billion Los Angeles house has a grotto. An underwater tunnel and more. Girl, what do you need an underwater tunnel for? What do you need a grotto for? Okay, on period. Girl, let's see what that was. Ooh.
Did you get the most out?
Y'all like this video right now. Like this video right now. It's the Fish King Pain Show. Act like you know. What do you need a grotto for? What do you need a tunnel for? Where's the tunnel lead? My. Is there people stuck off in the grotto? Is that where he stores the dead bodies? My. The people. We the people want to know. Is that where the bodies are stored? Again, everything being shown to you guys during this video is being shown to you guys underneath the fair use and copyright doctrine. It's my motherfucking opinion. Mixed with receipts. Take it out if you want to take it. Just don't be weird. Let's go.
Following, and of course, we're trying to gather more and more information about it here on Live Now from Fox, as Diddy's home in Los Angeles has been raided by Homeland Security. Of course, we're learning more information. I do want to take you back out here before we get out to our Fox 11 team in their coverage, because some of this video is very dramatic, and we don't know a ton of information right now about this here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, breaking news of this, as you can see, potentially law enforcement officials and other officials just outside of a gate, this on a street near the Beverly Hills area. Of course, we're following it very closely on Live Now from Fox. And of course, we were watching this. We didn't know exactly what we were seeing at the time. So this is just a little bit ago, as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well, the long guns and a multitude of people. As you'll see, they'll zoom out a little bit just to see.
But I knew Diddy wasn't even in there. They was tracking Diddy. Okay, on period. They knew he wasn't there. Okay, on period. A lot of this was theatrics. When okay, on period. Because Diddy wasn't even there. Okay, on period. Diddy was in Miami. Okay, on period. And what triggered the raid is that Diddy and his friends was fixing to leave the country for a vacation, amid Diddy selling all of his shares to Revolt. Yeah, Diddy is cashing out selling his shit. And he was on his way out the country. Yes, it did. And he even tried to be deceptive by sending his private jet ahead of him with his drug mule, Brendan, and hopping on one of his friends' private jets. But again, the feds were watching. My.
The amount of force they are using to get inside this home. And of course, the complex
Act
in
like
which
you know
this
when.
home sits is a very expansive one for the American rapper and producer. You can see them checking inside a vehicle. We don't know exactly what is involved, if Diddy's even there. We don't know a ton of information about this at all, but this was dramatic video coming in of the Los Angeles home. They're raided by Homeland Security.
Dramatic.
Some of those images there on the backs of them.
Damn, that ain't no damn house. The fuck is that? That's like a city, bitch. Damn. And that's in LA. Fuck. That's a house right there, bitch. That's a house right there, bitch. I don't care what nobody say. That's a motherfucking house.
We also saw other images. I want to kind of quickly move to what else we saw as people were led away, potentially in custody. Don't know who these individuals are, if they're related to Diddy in any way, but you can see them in dramatic video from our Skybox team there in Los Angeles as we continue to cover this. And our Fox 11 team is there on the ground right now as we speak. Let's take you out to some of their coverage here as we follow this developing story out of Los Angeles.
And then detain those 3 people inside. We haven't seen any signs of P. Diddy himself. Again, we're hearing that he is possibly in New York, but several people inside the home that will surely be questioned. Very chaotic scene when all of this happened. Lots of neighbors.
Girl, who told you Diddy was in New York? Diddy was in Miami. Diddy is in Miami. Okay, on period. There's a lot of reports. Diddy here, Diddy there. Okay, we broke the news. Okay. It was breaking news on last night. Okay, Diddy was spotted trying to leave. What was the airport? Hold on. Let me get that name of the damn airport real quick. Okay. I never heard of this airport before. Okay, on period. Opalaka. Yes, it did. Sound like a band camp. Okay, on period. Diddy and his crew was trying to flee the country via Opalaka, and he was stopped. Okay, on period. Okay, so hold on. We got the receipts. We when okay, on period. Let me pull them for the girls in the back. Okay. Because there's a lot of narratives out there. Okay, on period. He ain't left the country yet. Okay. Oh, and his sons. Okay, my sources, okay, tell me that the sons were not arrested. They were detained and released. And last night, there's footage of them packing their bags and leaving the mansion in Los Angeles, okay, fleeing. No one knows where they went. No one knows where they're going. Maybe they'll be spotted at an airport or something. But no one's in the mansion in LA. Okay. They left the mansion as of last night, according to my inside source. You guys know I live just 20 minutes down the street from Diddy. Okay. Okay, on period. Back to the receipts.
Wondering what's going on, of course, and we'll keep you updated, but it's definitely going to be quite a scene here for the remainder of the day.
Yeah, when you see this number of law enforcement agencies coming together, making this type of raid to such a big, high-profile mansion like this, in a neighborhood like this as well, this is very thought out, methodical, planned out for days, so they base this on a number of information gathering that they've received and evidence or what they're looking for. So clearly, this is not something they do lightly. They really go through the process of making sure that everything is ready before they conduct a raid like this. So yes, this took a long.
Guys, the feds don't come a knocking, okay, until they got you. till they got you. Okay, when the feds come knocking on your door, you're very concerned about what they have. Okay, on period, because again, they typically don't come until they have something, very much so, something. And they've acquired a search warrant to not only raid his home here in Los Angeles, but also his home in Miami simultaneously. They got something for damn sure.
Lot of planning for all these multiple agencies to come together to actually now conduct a type of raid like this, as you're seeing right now with this street also shut down for the time being, because Haley, you could see the perimeter has been set up in that neighborhood to keep just the public back from the work that's being done. And there you have the shot from Skyfox. Again, these heavily armed vehicles right next to all those luxury cars. You already see a Porsche, a G-Wagon, so many luxury cars right there on that property. So it is a very differing juxtaposition there of what you're seeing. But look at this mansion here in Holmby Hills where the raid is taking place. Again, we don't know what exactly they're looking for, who they're looking for, but again, this could possibly be linked to a sex trafficking investigation involving rapper Sean Combs.
Period. I know what they're looking for. I know what they're looking for. Gathering close, crown family, gathering close, win. Okay, on period. This is going to be hell of a show. This is going to be hell of a show, win. Okay, on period. I know exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for the missing bodies. They're looking for the missing bodies, win. Okay, on period. Okay. Diddy, the feds is on your ass, win. You can no longer hide, win. Okay, on period. They're going to find where the bodies is hidden. They're going to find where the bodies is hitting, win. Okay, on period. They're looking for the bodies, Diddy. Okay, they're looking for the bodies. Okay, on period. They didn't discover the grotto. It's only a matter of time before they find out where them tunnels lead. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Didn't I tell y'all those tunnels under the house? Yes, it did.
The music executive. But as you heard from Haley right there, she believes, and she's been hearing, that we do not think that Sean Combs is on that property at home right now. He may be in New York as this raid is being conducted. But we do know from our reporting that over the course of the year already, just as early as March this year, there have been several lawsuits filed against Sean Combs. So,
and I'm not just talking about bodies of adults. They're looking for the bodies of the kids. Where are the kids, Diddy? What happened to the kids that were dropped off at your home by the busload? By the busload. Are they in the grotto? Are you feeding the kids? Do you got them locked away somewhere? What you need all them kids for, Diddy? What you need all them damn kids for? What happened to Mr. G? What happened to Ava Baroni? What happened to Kim Porter? Let's talk about it.
So clearly this could be part of it. We are not sure at this point. But again, Stu, if you could hear me, what are you seeing right now in terms of your point of view?
Well, again, we saw some of those officers right there at that one of the back houses. They did bring a ladder in. They actually went out and brought that ladder into that property. You see it right there, and then they brought another ladder. So there's probably something inside this building right here that they are very curious about, or they were, like you said, it was very well planned. They knew they were going to need that ladder to make access. So there is something inside this piece of property in the back, as one of the back houses, that they have been very interested in getting at. We haven't seen them bring anything out. At one point, I can say. And when I keep saying that we didn't see them bring anything out, we did see them bring out what looked like a big plastic bin, but I don't know if that was something that they had brought.
That was the tapes. That was the tapes. That was the phones. There was all the electronic devices. Man. And only the Lord knows what's in those electronic devices when okay on period. And it's only a matter of time before the feds know too.
brought in with them as far as possible tools that they needed. But that was the only thing that seemed to be out of the ordinary, and that did come out of that back house that we just showed you. This is that front area that you were just talking about moments ago. We watched as those Bearcats made their way up Mapleton to actually do this raid, and then we watched as officers were getting through one of the pedestrian gates over here on this side of the property. Once they had breached that, well, then they opened those gates up right there, and those armored vehicles rolled in. They were very quick in whatever they needed to do to seize that home. That garage door went up very quickly, and it doesn't seem to be actually a garage inside there. We've been trying to peek in with the camera every now and then. It looks like there's a large table inside there, so that might have been an office area or some sort of staging area, and that's where we believe that most of the people that we see in custody came from. At least that's where we watched them exit this building with the officers early on when this raid was just starting.
Oh, so they're not even living in the whole house. They're not even occupying the whole house. Man, they just motherfucking, this is a waste of a motherfucking house where we I'll be occupying every room in that motherfucker with, okay? I'll be waking up finding something to do in that motherfucker with, okay? Yes, indeed. Look at that house. Damn. You done fucked up, Diddy. You done fucked up, Diddy. My. Oh, shout out to Chris Kendrick in the building. Homeland not showing up unless they have some evidence. Diddy did something because a whole bunch of folks not going to collectively lie without getting something out of it. And the neighbor talking about the busloads of kids makes no sense. Where are the kids? Where are the kids? Let me see y'all hashtag where are the kids in the chat. Where are the kids? Where are the kids? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Where's Ava? What happened to Ava Baroni? You guys remember Ava when we talked about Ava, his goddaughter that came up missing? Well, I have some of the best investigators on my team in all of the world, and we were not able to locate Ava. We found Ava's social media, but Ava hasn't posted on social media since 2022, around the same time Mr. G came up missing. Were they a part of some sort of Illuminati ritual? Were they sacrificed? Where are their bodies? And that's part of the reason that there's a major investigation going on right now, because there are, in fact, missing people and allegations of sex trafficking. Okay, the Homeland Security are investigating exactly how and where these people are, how they came up missing, and where are they? And Homeland Security hoping to find that information via cell phones and electronic devices and any evidence that they can find in Diddy's home. That's what's going on for the girls in the back. That's what's going on. That's what Homeland Security, that's what they do. That's what they do. That's why they involved. That's why they're here.
It stands right now, you've got plenty of these armored law enforcement still walking the property. You see them walking in pairs. A lot less of those weapons out, so they are less on the defensive as it would be. And you can see them just kind of making their way through that property. But I can tell you, every home that's on here, meaning there's 3 major homes. This one right here, there's a couple of officers still inside there. We know at least one officer is still inside here. So they're still standing guard. So that whatever it is that they're doing, this isn't over by any means. And I think this is probably just getting underway. They just want to make sure that all these buildings are secure. And if there is anybody on this property, that they are in custody before.
And apparently, a lot of people was like, oh, where are, Diddy's twin daughters? Where are Diddy's twin daughters when? And, why'd he leave the boys? Initially I said, it's too many of them. There's too many of them on period. He's going to take the girls and come back for the boys. Okay, on period. But Homeland Security grounded the private jet that Diddy was going to flee the country on. So in this moment, who knows what the mogul is thinking, okay, on period. Apparently, he needs to find another way, okay, to flee, because flying's not an option, okay. I was talking to someone on my team earlier today, and they were telling me, he could just get on his private jet. I said, you can't just hop on a private jet and fly out. Okay, private jets have to follow the same protocols that regular airlines they follow. They have to call, and log it in, and make sure that the skies are clear. They have to get approval before taking off, and approval to land. Yes, it did. There's a passenger log. So that's part of the reason that Homeland Security knew that Diddy and his people were planning to take this trip. Yes, it did. Back to the situation. Like this video, like this video, like this video right now. And that's just what that was. Hey, friend. Hey, Lindsay. Did they search the homes of Epstein and Weinstein? Just asking. The twins and Chance will have this as a big memory of their senior year in high school. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to be a very big memory. I don't think that they're in high school though, aren't they? They being homeschooled, if anything. But no, we were talking about that on yesterday. They didn't even do this to R. Kelly. They didn't even do this to R. Kelly. So, a lot of this, like I mentioned in the beginning of this show, is theatrics. Okay, 100 officers. Diddy's not there. You know he's not there. You done tracked him to the airport in Opalaka. Like they make like they was taking down the mob. Zero casualties. Like I said, all them guns was unnecessary. All them guns was unnecessary. But back to the situation.
Or they actually start whatever it is that they're looking for. But again, as you mentioned, very well planned, very quickly executed. And of course, a number of officers out here. I couldn't even venture to say how many of these armored officers that are on the property. You can see them right there. And this is just a small group. That was also one of the things. As soon as they made their way into that pedestrian gate, the first thing they did was open up all those doors on that Range Rover and then made their way into this portion of the home. And that's that garage that we've been talking about.
The Range Rover just sitting unlocked. The Range Rover just sitting unlocked. My.
That garage door went up very quickly, and of all the people that we've seen come out of the building, that's where they all came from. They walked them out, put them in this little corner right here, and that's where they've been questioning them ever since.
Another ladder, as you were mentioning, a couple of.
Absolutely. Someone said it's sad that he chose to flee or vacation at this time. He has a very small child and minors that he's responsible for. He should be looking out for those kids' well-being. Absolutely. It's a very peculiar time that he chose to vacation, isn't it? And I don't think that the feds were planning this raid right now. But because Diddy was moving to leave the country, it pushed the raid up. You know what I'm saying? They had to hurry up and do what needed to be done before Diddy was allowed to flee the country.
Ladders on site as part of this raid. I don't know what they're looking for or where they're trying to reach, but yeah, we did see somebody carrying a ladder, the second one on the property right now. It does seem like there are 3 different buildings on this property, the main mansion, and then 2 guest houses, for lack of better knowledge in terms of what they are exactly used for. But yes, 2 smaller type houses on the lot as well. And of course, the pool right there in the middle with the grass lawn. So clearly, yeah.
And you would think that a property this massive, that there would be reports of, guns. They haven't reported that they found any guns or drugs in the home. So, yeah. Where are the drugs, Diddy? Are they in Antigua? Was he able to stash the drugs in Antigua before the feds came running in? Before the feds came a marching?
This is going to take time, and that is why probably there's so many personnel on site to go through everything and do the search that they are conducting. We, again, don't know a lot of information in terms of what evidence they're trying to collect, who they're looking for, or why they made the raid to begin with. But again, this could possibly be involving the sex trafficking investigation. And again, when we get more details, of course, we'll bring it to you. But
It's absolutely involving the sex trafficking allegation, Win, and I'm going to connect all the dots for you, Win. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned.
This is going to be a while. You see the Department of Homeland Security officers right there in that Bearcat. You know, this could be phase 2 of what to do now, what they're searching for, and making sure they have all their information they need when they conduct a raid like this and go through the process of going through that property. It is a big mansion indeed, owned by Bad Boy Films and one of Sean Combs's children. So again, this happening just about 20 minutes ago at this point. We do have video from earlier, if we could show you that, and we have been showing some of that to you in a bigger box. As a juxtaposed to the live pictures you're seeing right now. But when they made entry, it was very methodical, and they did have many different law enforcement officials here as a unified operation, and a lot of them making sure that those entry points are secure and they're able to make entry all together with very, very little use of force. So clearly it is a process whenever you conduct a raid like this. So again, we do have Haley Winslow on the ground as well. She is pushed back to a certain perimeter though, so they're very differing vantage points that we can see. But if we do look at the ground shot there, you see law enforcement on the ground there as well. Haley, anything changing where you're at right now?
Just a lot more people showing up on scene. It's been pretty hectic out here. This all unfolded about 25 minutes ago, and I apologize that you couldn't hear me clearly earlier.
Yeah, you know, just to piggyback off of what Chris said earlier, it's like somebody gave him a heads up to flee. They will get him unless he goes to a country with no extradition treaty with the U.S. Absolutely. You know, media outlets showed up on the scene before the authorities did. So, I mean, if the media knows what's going on, somebody absolutely tipped Diddy off. Okay. He's media, you know, he's owner of Revolt. Like, he has people in the media, you know, it's people at TMZ, he has people at the Shade Room, he has people at all of these media outlets. So, chances are, if the authorities alerted the media alerted Diddy, and that's what motivated Diddy's vacation.
It's very loud, especially we've got, of course, Sky Fox showing you all of this from overhead. But basically, it all started about 25 minutes ago. 30 or so law enforcement vehicles that were from the Department of Homeland Security, LASD, of course, LAPD assisting in this as well. And they pulled up to this home that's registered to Bad Boy Films, part of Bad Boy Entertainment, one of P. Diddy's companies. And the home's also registered to one of his daughters. So they basically all got out of the 3 Bearcats. They went in. They were obviously armed. They pulled a few people out, as Stu was telling you up in Sky Fox. But we're hearing that P. Diddy may not even be here. We, of course, haven't seen him. We understand he may have flown on a private jet to New York, which I'm sure kind of threw off their plan, although this was very strategically organized. So I would assume by now.
Somehow Diddy slipped out right before they slipped in. You know, there are people alleging that maybe he took the tunnel out, you know? Maybe he took the tunnel out. They didn't know there was a tunnel until the raid, so he probably had just enough time to slip out via the secret tunnel and get on a private jet to Miami, where he will be apprehended by Oprah security and advised that, you know, he and his crew can not leave the country.
whether he is in New York or not, that he is likely in custody if he is involved in this. But again, we are hearing that this is involving P. Diddy and sex trafficking charges. To what extent or with what details, we don't yet know. But of course, we will be on top of this all day. It was pretty hectic when we all rolled in. We were kind of right behind the line of law enforcement vehicles as this was all unfolding. And we're since obviously behind this crime scene tape here in Holmby Hills. This is off Mapleton Drive here in the 200 block, where they are in front of this home that involves P. Diddy, and we'll of course bring you the very latest as soon as we get it. It's a very active scene. You can see the officers actually right now. This is law enforcement officers from the Department of Homeland Security coming out right now. They're actually walking down the street in uniform. You see them right now, Sandra.
I do.
Down the road.
Yes, from your vantage point, do you see them holding anything? Are they taking out any information? I can't really tell from where I am.
Just the drone.
Tony, can you see?
Just brought out their law enforcement drone. It looks like they're putting that away now.
Yeah. Okay. They have
Tony, our photographer. He zoomed in a little bit better, so he's got a little bit better view. But yeah, it looks like it's their drone.
Okay, and we are hearing from TMZ at this point that P. Diddy, Sean Combs' home in Miami is being raided as well. Again, TMZ reporting that his home in Miami is reportedly being raided right now as well. So clearly a link in all of this, but as far as more information in terms of what they're looking for, why this raid is being conducted, still more questions than answers at this point. We're looking for him.
And that link would be Little Rod. Little Rod is the producer, the music producer who worked with Diddy on his last album, Love, okay, on period, who is also accusing Diddy of predatory grooming, amongst other things, and filed a $30 million lawsuit, which also revealed that Diddy was a part of other crimes, allegedly unaliving Mr. G. Okay, let's talk about it. All that and more coming up. All that and more coming up. Diddy got these people in jail right now. There is a man. Okay, his family is speaking out. I was on the phone with one of his family members today. There is a man that has been in jail for the past 2 years behind Diddy's shooting. And they didn't have any answers until Little Rod spoke out. It is because Little Rod filed that lawsuit, okay, that their relative may have a chance of getting out of jail because he ain't do it. It was Diddy, okay, on period. Diddy shot Mr. G, okay, on period. And where the fuck is Mr. G at? It was Diddy. Okay? And I got all the receipts. Y'all better know I came with the receipts. Y'all better know that I came with the receipts. Y'all like this video right now. Official campaign always come with the receipts, don't he? Okay. Girl, what just happened when? Y'all like this video right now. So, did I tell y'all that they was gonna trash Diddy's song? I told y'all they was gonna trash Diddy's home when, okay, on period. But honestly, in all honesty, it's not really that bad. Okay, on period. TMZ released footage of Diddy's trashed home, but before we get there, I want to get into the neighbors. Okay. The neighbors. Okay. Because again, this is a part of the reason that Diddy is being investigated. All of the nefarious activities going on in his homes. Okay, on period. Listen to this. These are Diddy's neighbors.
Are you guys his neighbors? I cannot get home, huh? Are you guys his neighbors? Yeah. Really? So what's it like? What do you guys think's going on? I don't know. He's touching people.
He do too much.
Are you serious?
He do too much.
Oh man.
Touching people. Hey, limos.
What's your experience with Diddy?
I ain't never going over there.
Yeah.
Hey, when my back top, I just let it be.
All right, be easy out here. They're honking at you guys.
Amazed. They telling all the business, Fred. They telling all the business. Amazed.
And I appreciate you guys. Here's these gentlemen once again.
Call my dad. Won't let me in my house.
I think if you have an ID.
Here's mine. 232 South Arlington Drive.
My. Y'all like this video right now. Somebody say if that's true, they live right next door to Diddy in a historic estate where Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall lived. Diddy's house. Okay, so that was Diddy's next door neighbor. If you can see on the map, that red dot, that's his home. Okay, and Diddy's home is right next door. My. Y'all like this video? Like this video right now. When, oh, mama, that was Diddy's black neighbors. That was Diddy's black neighbors when, okay, on period. Why are we like that? Oh, let's hear from one of Diddy's white neighbors, okay? What that were? Girl, they always be trying to do me. Weird, okay, on period. Let's hear from one of Diddy's white neighbors. See what that were? Y'all like this video right now? Okay. Friend. Okay. The neighbor was telling it all. Okay. Said the kids be over here about the bus load. My.
Standing in front of right now?
We're standing in front of 200 South Mapleton Drive in Holmby Hills.
And you live how far away from here?
About 5 minutes.
Talk about your experiences here and what you've seen in front of Diddy's house before.
I've seen black Suburbans, Uber drivers, private drivers between the ages of,
Oh, what you mean between the ages of? Mm-hmm. He was trying to toll it.
Times around 1 to 3 a.m. Sometimes it's late, a little bit later and early in the morning. It carries over, but I've seen girls get out of the car, swimsuits, swimwear, bathing suits sometimes after the club. They could have been at the club, I thought, maybe coming to after party or whatever.
After party in a bathing suit? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I never thought anything of it, but now obviously since allegations are happening that Diddy was doing this trafficking thing, now I know.
Oh, he was doing the trafficking stuff, and you seen the bus loads, and you never caught the police. The bus loads of girls that came to you, and you never caught the authority. Okay.
What was happening at the house?
And have you yourself seen
Okay, all the dropouts over there, huh?
Diddy with these girls?
I've never seen Diddy. I've seen other men outside. I've seen a lot of probably 8 to 10 girls outside before, but never actually him.
So during the weekends, what is the party scene like at his house?
I've been here one Saturday or a month ago. There's been suburban up and down the street, dropping off people. So it could have been a normal party. So yeah.
These are obviously very nice, huge, fancy homes. Typically, what is it like here?
It's parties. I mean, people throw parties all the time. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, throughout the whole week. To be honest,
Wow.
You come here in Beverly Hills on a Tuesday night. There could be a 2 a.m. party going on until 5 a.m. So it's not really unexpected. It's just this outcome of this party turned out for the worst.
The fact that there were several raids going on at the same time in his other properties, what do you think about that?
Okay. Parked outside through the border, period. You definitely giving stalker vibes.
Yeah, I mean, it was really a big deal. It's really a huge deal to all of the police departments everywhere in the world.
And he don't even got no car. He walked over there. He lived 5 minutes away from Diddy house, so he definitely giving stalker vibes. Like if he hear music outside Diddy house, he just let me walk over there and see what they got going. Okay, Fury, that's what he gives.
I don't blame him. I mean, it's very not respectful towards women, and it's good that they're raising awareness for this cause.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Ryan, where are we standing in?
My. So that was Diddy's quiet neighbor win, okay, on period. And you know, all of the neighbors, okay, have the same, pretty much, report or description of, what's going on over there at Diddy's house. There's a bunch of underage kids, a bunch of parties, when kids being dropped off by the busload, when where are the kids, Diddy? Where are the kids? My. Diddy caught trying to flee the country. My, look at it. Look at it. This is what happened when. This is what happened when Diddy got trying to flee the country. Opa-laka. You don't even know where to go.
I guess
The
you wonder
feds are
what's
at
going
the
to happen.
Florida home, feds are at the Los Angeles home. You don't even know what to do. You don't even know what to do when, okay? Just walking aimlessly. You don't even got no luggage. Where the bags at? Where the bags?
For next, Diddy. And
Y'all was just going on vacation with no bags? They was all going on vacation with no bags? Where are the bags? It's definitely getting me guilty. My. Okay. Who's ready to get into some things? Who's ready to get into some things? Now that you guys have been updated on the raid, okay, on period, the tapes and the tunnels, okay, on period. As I stated in the beginning of the line, Homeland Security is looking for missing people. Missing people when and, a lot of people, do believe that the police have kind of used some excessive force, but if you really think about it, with all the allegations and the missing people, they really didn't know what they were getting themselves into. I mean, where are the bodies? Where's Diddy hiding the bodies? Where's he hiding the bodies? What's happening to these people? And whenever there's, allegations of, heavy artillery, Diddy shot somebody. Those guys in blue come out in heavy regard. Yes, it did. They bring out all their friends. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, my. Oh, one more thing before we get into the shooting. Okay, and why the feds um have raided Diddy's home, why Homeland Security is involved. Okay, one more thing. Didn't I tell you guys they were gonna raid his home? And I said when they raid your home, they fuck your shit up when, okay, on period. We got exclusive footage from TMZ of Diddy's home after the raid. Let's see how bad the damage is. And I reviewed the footage. It really wasn't that bad because, I myself have been involved in a raid before, and they fuck my shit up. I'm telling you, they fuck my shit up with, okay, on period. This nothing with, okay, on period. They put holes in my wall. They cut holes in my sofa when, okay, I had to buy all new stuff. Like nothing was salvageable. Okay, they could salvage this shit. They can just close the cabinets when, okay, on period, pick the things up and put them back, where they had it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really break nothing. They was breaking shit up in my house. I'm trying to told you when. See, they ain't really do shit. They ain't what? They was just moving shit around. They ain't really do nothing like that when, I feel like they was very gentle. Okay. They turned the house over with a gentle spoon because they know that Diddy has the ability to turn around and sue if, something is done incorrectly. How they get into all the safes? I'm trying to figure. They didn't open up all the safes. They didn't got into the cell phones when, okay, on period. They didn't open up the motherfucking car doors when. How they doing that? How they doing that? My. It's the basic ass attire for me. They got some basic ass shit. They got vans and shit. Like y'all make too much money. I mean, y'all got 2 pairs of everything, but damn, that's some cheap shit that y'all rocking over there. I'm just saying. That shit ain't fucked up. Look. Oh, it's 2 actors. It's the twin shit. That's why it's 2 of everything. Ooh, this is the twins room. That's the girls' room. They still sharing a room. They too big to be sharing it in. That mansion is. Why is the twins sharing a room? That big ass house. Are the girls sharing a closet? Look, if y'all pay attention, there's 2 of everything. Two pair teddy bear shoes, 2 of these heels, 2 of these 2 Uggs, 2 everything. It's 2 everything in this closet. This the twins closet. My. Honestly, this looked like this shit was fucked up before the feds came in there. When okay, well y'all got boxes sitting around. When what they was already planning on moving. Y'all see these boxes? They was already headed out. Okay, period. And don't act like y'all don't see these boxes laying around. Don't. Why y'all? What's in these boxes? Why y'all got these big moving boxes laying everywhere? Where y'all headed? Where's y'all headed? Anybody else see these big ass moving boxes everywhere? They was packing. Fed said, hold on. In case you try to leave up out of here with any evidence, okay, on period, let us shuffle through your shit real quick. They got a lot of pills. Who's sick? All them motherfuckers is sickly. There's pill bottles everywhere. Y'all see this shit? What kind of pills they take you? Why they got so many fucking pills? Why everybody got pills? More pills. Look, some more safes right there. They didn't act what they somehow were able to access all the safes. Okay, Homeland Security don't play, huh? They know how to get in all that shit. Just in case pills. Zoom in so you can tell me what it's for. Oh. They got shoes in the attic. Throw them cheap ass shoes away. Y'all ain't gonna wear that shit. Y'all ain't gonna, they just throwing shit. They just started like that's some fucking hoarders. Okay, over here. Y'all ain't gonna with all them damn shoes. They got motherfucking people walking around with no shoes. Like in LA. Fuck ass niggas wanna stay up here in the motherfucker suburbs and that. You know what I'm saying? These are some privileged motherfuckers who just take them damn shoes down to Leimert Park and give them to the homeless. Give them to the homeless. Don't make no damn shit. They just got shoes there. That's how you know ain't nobody about that Sean John shit. He bought all his own shit and put it up in his attic. So ain't nobody about that Sean John shit. Okay, but that's all that Sean John shit. That's what that were. That's all that Sean John shit. Damn, that's the gun safe right there. So they must have had some. They must have found some guns because ain't nothing in there. Damn, they knocked the whole door off the hinges. Yeah, that's how my shit look. You see that? You see that's how my shit look when they came to my house. When they fucked my shit up. Okay, on period. That's how my shit look right there. Okay. Live in a mansion but hoarding cheap ass shit. Okay. They live in a mansion, but they over there hoarding that cheap ass shit. Throw that shit out. Okay, on period. Go take that shit down to the motherfucking Goodwill. Okay? Shit. Motherfuckers in Africa starving and shit. Okay, on period. You over here hoarding motherfucking tennis shoes. Okay, on period. Motherfuckers running on their motherfucking toenails, bitch. And you motherfucking hoarding them motherfucking cheap ass Sean Johns. Okay, on period. Sit back, box them motherfucking emptied out one of the boxes that you got over there in the room. Okay, on period. Okay, and take some of the motherfuckers cheap ass Sean Johns back to Africa with you and give them to our people. Okay, on period. The girls over there are running in flip flops. Let's talk about it. Okay. It's the official Key Payne show. Act like you know when. Okay, the next part of the show is very triggering. Okay, on period. It's time to get serious, y'all. It's time to get serious. The next part of the show is very triggering when. Okay, on period. Like I told you earlier in this live, Diddy is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble, and it's all stemming from the lawsuits. Okay, Cassie's lawsuit, Little Rod's lawsuit, Jane Doe, John Doe, and all the other lawsuits that have been filed. Okay, the feds have had to do something. These allegations had to be investigated. And it's also uncovered and shined light on a lot of other cases that have caused many others a lot of hurt and mischief. Yes, it did. Had a family member of a guy who was affected by Diddy's chaos reach out to me and let me know that one of her family members have been in jail fighting for their freedom for the past 2 years as a result of that studio shooting at CSR. Okay, on period. Little Rob mentioned that shooting in the lawsuit. Okay. Lil Rod also mentioned Brandon in the lawsuit. Brendan in the lawsuit. Diddy's alleged mule, okay, on period, who was arrested on drug charges during the federal agent run-in, okay, on period, at Opalaka, okay, on period. He's trying to get out with the drugs when, okay, on period, but the feds was watching, okay, on period. But the feds was watching when, okay, on period. So, man described and sued as Diddy's mule arrested at Opalaka Airport. Rapper's attorneys call Monday search excessive. Let's get into it.
Amazon delivered, a woman visited, a private guard guarded. A more typical day at Sean Diddy Combs' Star Island properties. Done for the moment, the federal agents who served one of 2 search warrants here, part of a criminal investigation by the Southern District of New York. Agents took electronics, including a silver MacBook Air. The raid simultaneously at his homes on Star Island and in LA, as Combs himself was preparing to fly out of Opalaka Airport, but not on his private plane, which had already departed for Antigua. It was at Opalaka that one of his entourage, Brendan Paul, was arrested for having cocaine in his bags. Paul.
My. He was supposed to meet Diddy in Antigua with the coke. He was supposed to meet Diddy in Antigua with the coke, and Diddy was supposed to take the coke and hop on a boat and go to Cape Verde in Africa, where he will be safe from extradition. But Brendan Paul will be arrested at Opalaka for trying to smuggle cocaine onto the private jet. My.
Paul is also named as a drug mule and payer of sex workers in this scathing, explicit 73-page lawsuit.
And I got the lawsuit. Win, okay, on period. I got the lawsuit. We're going to be pulling it up in just a moment.
Against Combs, his son, and a roster of associates by music producer Rodney Jones. Last month in it, Jones unspooled allegations with photos of sex abuse, sex trafficking, drugs, violence, threats, a quote enterprise, establishing one of the locations for it as Combs' Star Island address. Based on timing, this civil lawsuit and at least 5 others last year, where women claimed they were sex trafficked, one as a minor, may be what federal prosecutors used for Monday's search warrants in this criminal investigation.
And you know the official campaign has all of the receipts. I have the receipts. I have the lawsuit here. Let me just make sure we've gone through all of our receipts. Okay, on period. Okay, on period. Again, okay, from the top. The next part of this show is going to be very triggering. Yes, it did. My. Ooh. Make sure I got all my receipts out. You guys make sure that you guys are liking this video, like this video, like this video, like this video right now. You guys remember to support this video. If you guys are enjoying the show, okay? Remember to support this video, okay, on period. We have Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, Zelle, Crypto, PayPal, Zelle, however you want to do it. We're asking that everyone send $15 during this show to support, okay, on period. We can't do it without your support. We can't do it without your support, Win. And we made it very easy for you to do just that, okay? If you guys need any links, hop out of the bushes, let us know. We need all the support we can get. We need all the support we can get. And Cuba's in there. My. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. is in the lawsuit as well. Cuba Gooding Jr., Usher, Meek Mill, named in the lawsuit. Yes. I know didn't somewhere pacing and pinching the air, knocking all the kids out. My. You know, Official King Payne come with the receipts, friend. You know, Official King Payne come with the receipts, friend. We got all of the receipts. We got all of the receipts. So I got the lawsuit right here. You guys make sure that you guys are supporting the show. If you guys need any links, y'all just let us know. Y'all just let us know. Page 9 of the explosive complaint filed by Little Rodney Jones, okay, I'm here, producer on Diddy's Love album, okay, who is alleging that Diddy and his friends sexually groped him and forced him to work under, you know, unsatisfactory conditions, okay? Forced to work in the bathroom while Diddy frolicked around naked. Yes, y'all like this video, like this video right now. Fisher King Payne got the receipts out. You guys make sure that you guys are supporting the show. Support. Again, we can't do it without your support. Okay? Man. Let me see if y'all supporting. Let me see if y'all supporting Win, okay, on period. Let me see if y'all liking the video. Y'all liking this video? Y'all supporting this video, Win? Okay, on period. Like this video right now. We need to get all the notifications out. Win, okay, on period. Yes, sir. We need to get all the notifications out. Like this video right now. Yeah, I wasn't really on the like today. I wasn't really on the support today. Win, okay, on period. See what happens when I don't mention the like or when I don't mention the support? Guys, that's why I'm gonna continue to follow what God said. You have not because you ask not. Win, okay, on period. It's time for me to ask so that I can have. Okay, on period. Yes, it did. You guys make sure that you guys are supporting the show. Okay, liking this video. Okay, and supporting the show. Okay, like this video and support the show. Okay, on period. The number of the evening is 15. Okay, if you guys are planning on supporting the show, drop some trophies in the chat. Okay, on period. That way we can acknowledge you. We love to acknowledge our supporters. Okay, so Chalice Recording Studios shooting. Okay, the raid, the investigation, is all stemming from Chalice Recording Studios shooting, where Mr. G will be shot and never heard from again. My. Let's get into it. On or about September 12th, 2022, Mr. Combs held a writers and producers camp at Chalice Recording Studio at 845 Highland Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90038. My. Present at this camp were Mr. Combs, his son Justin Combs, and Justin's friend named G. Mr. G is a 30-year-old tall African-American male. In addition to these individuals, other musicians were present at the camp. This writer has spoken to several musicians who attended the camp. My. So it looks as though Diddy done brought back his little flavor camp win, and things kind of went awry. Okay, on period. Things kind of went awry. Because again, Mr. G will end up shot. Mr. G would end up shot. Yes. One evening during this camp, Mr. Combs, Jay Combs, which is Justin Combs, his son, and G were in a heated conversation. That conversation was moved out of the studio and into the restroom adjacent to where Mr. Jones, Rodney Jones, was sitting. Mr. Jones was approximately 2 feet away from the bathroom when gunshots rang out. Mr. Jones recalls hearing multiple gunshots. You guys like this video? Like this video? Like this video right now? Like this video? Like this video? Like this video right now? I need to make sure the girls are supported. I didn't see no trophies in the chat. I didn't see no trophies in the chat. Win. This content ain't cheap. This content ain't cheap. Win. Okay, on period. This content ain't cheap. Hop out of the bushes and support the show. Hop out of the bushes and support the show. Win. Okay, on period. You guys definitely going to want to know what the result of this investigation, my investigation, okay, turned up, okay, on period. And you want to hear from my exclusive guest on tonight, Win. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hop out of the bushes and support the show. We can't do this without your support. We can't even keep the show going. We can't even keep the show going without your support, Win, okay, on period. So if y'all not supporting, okay, on period, y'all don't want the real true tea, y'all don't want the receipts. Okay, this is the actual complaint. Okay, filed by Little Rod. Okay, on period. This costs money, honey. This costs money, honey. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Little Rod versus Sean Combs, Justin Dior Combs, Ethiopia, Haptamarian, Lucerian Charles Grange, Christina Coram, Chalice Recording Studio, CSR, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10, and ABC Corporations 1 through 10. He's suing everybody. He's suing everybody. You know, since he's filed this lawsuit, he's dropped a few people from the lawsuit, including Ethiopia, and I believe Christina Coram. But everyone else is still on the docket. Everyone else is still on the docket. Yeah, he provided pictures and everything. He provided pictures and everything. Okay, on period. It's a very detailed complaint. There's Diddy. There's his son Justin. Okay, Lucien, Charles Grange, Ethiopia, Christina Cora. Okay, he even includes the logos to each company, so there's no confusion. Okay, Mr. Jones is referring to himself as a child prodigy, and here he is in his photo in the back playing the guitar. Yeah, so like this video, like this video, like this video right now. Okay, so one evening during the camp, Mr. Jones, Jay Combs, and G were in a heated conversation. That conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom adjacent to where Mr. Jones was sitting. Mr. Jones was approximately 2 feet away from the bathroom when gunshots rang out. Mr. Jones recalls hearing multiple gunshots. Mr. Jones immediately went into a state of shock and feared that he would be shot next. Mr. Jones genuinely believed that he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. After the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. When the door finally opened, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs exited. G was lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg/hip area. Everyone stood around looking up. upon G. Frustrated by the lack of aid to G, Mr. Jones dropped everything, ran to G, and immediately began placing pressure on G's gunshot wound to his stomach. So, you know, Jones, Lil Rodney Jones is pretty much an eyewitness to this case I'm getting ready to share with you, where Diddy has these men pretty much in jail because of something that he did. Diddy shot Mr. Jones, and these two men have been in prison for the past 2 years fighting for their freedom because they were arrested as a result of Mr. G getting shot. Official Campaign has all of the receipts. I got the receipts. Hop out of the bushes and support the show. Okay. He said Mr. G was lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg/hip area. Everyone stood around looking upon G, frustrated by the lack of aid to Mr. G. Mr. Jones dropped everything, ran to G, and immediately began placing pressure on G's gunshot wound to his stomach. As he was applying pressure on his stomach, Mr. Jones realized that G was gushing blood from another area near his leg/hip. He decided to lift G and placed him to sit on the toilet. Mr. Jones asked the crowd to call the ambulance. Mr. Jones lifted G and brought him to the ambulance at the studio's front. At this time, Mr. Jones and Justin disappeared to another part of the studio. Mr. Jones gave strict instructions to inform the police. Mr. Combs gave strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. So Lil Rodney is also alleging that he is the one who made contact with the police. He told the police Diddy didn't have nothing to do with it, even though Diddy is the one who shot Mr. G. And also, because Diddy told him, he told the police that Mr. G was shot as a result of a drive-by shooting. Someone drove by the studio and shot into the studio, and Mr. G was hit. They don't know who did it. So the police went and arrested these guys who were nearby. Official Campaign got all the receipts. The Official Campaign got all of the receipts. Okay, on period. Man shot outside party in Hollywood recording studio. At least one person was shot at a party at a Hollywood recording studio, police said Monday. Officers were called to the 800 block of North Highland Avenue at Willow B to check into reports of a shooting at about 3 a.m. According to the LAPD, at the location, they found man had been shot after stepping outside the studio. The man in his 30s was taken to the hospital in stable condition. He was reportedly shot in the abdomen. Sky 2 was over the scene early Monday, spotted several people sitting outside the location being questioned by police. No information was released about the suspect, and it's not known if the shooting was gang related. The man in his 30s was taken to a hospital in stable condition. He was reportedly shot in the abdomen. Oh, and that's pretty much a repeat of that. So he included this insert from an article in his complaint as well. Mr. Jones, who's Rodney, has several cooperating witnesses who spoke with this rioter anonymously due to fear of retaliation from Mr. Combs, Diddy. They have agreed to speak publicly when subpoenaed. My. Mr. Jones has the clothing he wore that day and believes it still may have some stains and DNA of Mr. G's blood. So he's saying, I seen it. It was not a drive-by shooting. It was Diddy. I have the clothes. the bloodstained clothes went, and he's also provided pictures. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning. These pictures are explicit. Explicit, please. No kids. No kids. This video not made for kids. Win. Okay, on period. The following are screenshots of the aftermath of the restroom where Mr. G was shot by either Mr. Combs or Justin Combs. So as you can see, it was no drive-by shooting. He was shot in the bathroom, according to Lil Rodney. So the aftermath of the shooting of G. Okay, clearly G was not shot outside of the studio, as Mr. Combs instructed his team to report to law enforcement. Mr. Combs and defendants LR, MR, UMG, and CSR provided private security for the writers' camp at defendants CSR, that's Childish Recording Studio. So he pretty much said that the Diddy and the studios, they all have their own private security. So the security was porous and lackluster at best. The fact that either Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were allowed to enter CSR with guns and those guns were not confiscated by security is a clear breach of duty by Mr. Combs' defendants, LR, MR, and UMG to protect Mr. Jones and the other attendees of the writers' camp. So he's calling out everyone affiliated with Diddy, the studios, because they have their own private security. How did you guys allow Diddy to bring in these guns? As a result of this shooting, Mr. Jones is severely traumatized. Mr. Jones now suffers from PTSD, severe anxiety, depression, and insomnia. The following is an image of Mr. Combs a couple hours before G is shot in the restroom at CSR. My. It don't seem like he's getting ready to unalive somebody, does it? The way that Rodney describes things is, everything was cool. It was a normal day, in the studio at the camp, and Diddy and Diddy, G, and Justin would be in a heated argument that moved into the bathroom, and before you know it, Diddy would shoot Mr. G in the hip for whatever reason. My. This photo of Mr. Combs was taken at Chalice Recording Studios outside of Studio G hours before G was shot. My. So here, the defendant, Chalice Recording Studios, and defendant Sean Combs and Justin Combs' representative Sean Harley provide conflicting and intellectually dishonest accounts concerning the shooting. Little Rod is calling them out. He's calling the media outlets out that are working for Diddy, who are putting out misinformation, that are trying to protect Diddy, and keep pretty much the truth from coming out. These reports, are intimidating for Little Rod, because it shows him just how much power that Diddy has. He can shoot somebody and then contact his friends down at TMZ and have them report that there was a drive-by, and someone else, some random person who has nothing to do with anything, would get arrested and ultimately be serving time for a crime that Diddy committed. Damn right he has PSD. Damn right he's going through it. He's terrified. of the power that Diddy has. On or about February 28th, 2024, defendant CSR sent an Instagram message which alleges that G was shot a half a block away from Chalice, which, according to Lil Rod, is not true. He was shot at CSR. He was shot in the studio. Diddy shot him in the bathroom. He knows because he had to patch up his, he had to apply pressure to the wound. He still has blood on his clothes. He can testify in court if need be. Here's the message from Chalice Studios. He even put the message out. Okay, he got the text messages on period, where they allege that it happened a block away. The shooting occurred a half a block away from Chalice, and it was a result of a robbery. Put a star next to that in your notes. The result of a robbery. It was CSR's account of the shooting that was a result of a robbery that not only got these men swallowed up in this whole CSR studio shooting, but also had them wrapped up in a string of other shootings and robberies in the Los Angeles area. Okay. There are police reports corroborating this. Please wait for the facts to come out before you start contributing to the defamation of our organization. So that was the Instagram message from Chalice Studios. Upon information and belief, Sean Holly claimed that she had evidence the shooting took place several blocks away and that G returned to the studio after being shot. Upon information and belief, TMZ reports that their law enforcement sources claim that the story that was told to the cops that night, namely that the victim was robbed at gunpoint and shot by unknown assailants outside, the gunshot victim G stepped outside of the studio around 3:30 a.m. and was accosted by two individuals, at which point they tried to rob him. The man suffered a gunshot wound. Below is an image of the front of Chalice Recording Studios. So right here, I want you guys to understand what's going on. Little Rod is debunking everything that the media outlets have put out, debunking everything that Chalice Studio has said, and Diddy has paid media outlets to put out to cover up the shooting that happened at CSR. So he's pretty much going to go on to say that this didn't happen because if he was shot in the hip, how could he run back into the studio, let alone the bathroom, which you got to go through security and all of these checkpoints before you get to the bathroom at CSR. Here is a picture of CSR Studios. Okay. Absolutely, friend. More money, more problems. Okay. In the photo above, there is a security gate that is being blocked by the white van. Okay. You guys see this white van right here? There's a security gate right there. Okay. Upon information and belief to enter the building, you must buzz the gate and announce which session you are in to attend. So if he was shot in the front, okay, right here, he would have to go to the security gate and he would have to push that buzzer. And before he's let onto the property, he has to let them know what studio he's in. So he's doing all this while he is shot in the hip. Okay, are you guys following? Once the correct session is confirmed, you then must go past another layer of security before you can enter the reception area. Once inside the reception area, you must identify yourself and the receptionist will check to ensure that you are on the list of visitors for that session. Once you are confirmed, you are then allowed in. So he's doing all of this while shot in the hip. He went through all of these checkpoints. To get to the restroom where G was bleeding out, you would have had to follow a maze. Once you pass the receptionist, you must walk down a long hallway, walk past 3 recording studios, turn left, and go past the lounge area before you arrive at the restroom where G was bleeding out. TMZ also reported that Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were not present in the studio when the police arrived. That is also factually inaccurate. My. Mr. Lil Rod goes on to state Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were both located in Studio G across the parking lot from the building where G was shot near Studio A. Mr. Combs and Jay Combs hid out in the recording studio while the police investigated and were the first to depart after the officers left. Well, you helped them do it, nigga. Don't be mad now. Okay, you set up and live for them when you didn't tell them they was hiding out in the studio. You said he didn't have nothing to do with it. And he's pretty much showing this here, which proves that he was there. Diddy posted it himself. Okay. Mr. Combs published the Love Records Chalice Recording Studios assignment list. Mr. Combs stayed in Studio G throughout the duration of the writer's camp. After being shot in the stomach and hip/leg, G was physically incapable of walking. Therefore, the notion that he was shot several blocks away, Sean Hawley half a block away, CSR, or as he stepped outside of the studio is implausible. So, he's saying that he wasn't shot a half a block away. He was shot several blocks away, because after being shot in the hip, how do you get back to CSR? How do you get through security? How do you get all the way to the bathroom where he would then, bleed out and then have pressure applied to his wound by Little Rod. Little Rod said that's not the way it happened. Diddy shot him right behind me. He was laying on the floor bleeding out. He was in shock, but no one else was helping. So he will then go to Mr. G's aid. He would call security. He would instruct them to call an ambulance. The ambulance will arrive. Police would arrive. And Little Rod will tell the police that Diddy had nothing to do with it and that Mr. G was shot. It was a stray bullet from a drive-by. Somebody just drove by and shot in the air, and Mr. G got shot in the hip. If G could do as much walking as Sean Hawley and CSR claims, then Mr. Jones would not have been required to physically pick him up off the restroom floor and walk him through the maze that is CSR for him to receive care from the ambulance. So he said he had to pick him up and put him on the ambulance. Had to pick him up and walk him through CSR himself. Diddy shot that man. As of the date of this filing, neither the Los Angeles Police Department nor the Los Angeles Fire Department have released any official reports surrounding the shooting. There has been no body camera footage and no 911 call recording. What is even more disturbing is that there has been no sighting of Mr. G. Mr. G is missing. Mr. G is missing. Ava Baroni is missing. And many others are missing. The LAPD has only released a vaguely written news release dated September 12, 2022. The unfortunate shooting of G, the unexplained disappearance of G, the lack of disclosures by the LAPD, the LAFD, and the incoherent nature of Sean Hawley and Chalice Recording Studios account of the shooting raises more questions than answers, points to foul play and a massive cover-up. My. And Lil Rod says, he ain't signed no non-disclosure agreement like everybody else, which is part of the reason, he's speaking out. Okay. The deafening silence from the attendees of the CSR shooting stems from understandable fear that the attendees would be sued by Mr. Combs for violating a non-disclosure agreement. Everyone else signed this agreement, but Little Rod, okay, I guess a part of, in order to be able to attend the camp, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Okay, Lil Rod is alleging he didn't sign the agreement. A few days prior to September 12, 2022, shooting inside the Chalice recording studio, Mr. Combs requires all attendees of the CSR shooting to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Mr. Jones did not sign the agreement. A copy of the non-disclosure agreement that a witness who has asked to remain anonymous provided the writer is attached. Okay, on period. So again, this investigation is largely due to these allegations, and these allegations, okay, have also led to, new revelations, okay, other crimes, okay, um, that Diddy has committed, okay, and this shooting in particular has 2 people in jail right now fighting for their freedom, okay, on period. Um, Yesterday, one of the family members reached out to me and told me, pretty much to do my research, and if I do my research, I will find, you know, uh, what I was looking for. Okay. And that, there was there were arrests made as a result of the shooting of Mr. G, and it wasn't Diddy. It wasn't Diddy. It was actually one of their family members, and I had a conversation with them on today. They're actually going to be coming up, hopefully, in a few here, to give us some clarity. Um, but here are the 3 people who were arrested following the shooting of Mr. G. Y'all like this video, like this video, like this video right now. Here are the 3 people arrested following the shooting of Mr. G. Let's see what that were.
Of these 3 suspects for a series of follow-home robberies throughout the city. Police have arrested 46-year-old Rudolph Flowers, 43-year-old LaRon Bundley, and 35-year-old Tatiqua Harris, the trio believed to be responsible for at least 4 robberies from June to September of this year. Police say they did find a handgun and some ammunition and a number of items linked to the robberies. Police had previously released video of the suspects involved in a robbery at a gas station on White Oak Avenue. That was in September on the 4th. And they believe that there are more victims out there. Anyone with information on the robberies or the 3 suspects is asked to call the LAPD.
My, my, my. My, my, my. So let's get into it. Okay, authorities with the Los Angeles Police Department on Sunday announced the arrest of 3 suspects in connection with a series of follow home robberies throughout Los Angeles. The 3 suspects, 46-year-old Rudolph Flowers, 43-year-old LaRon Bundley, and 35-year-old Tanika Harris, were taken into custody on November 17th. During their arrest and subsequent search warrants, authorities seized a handgun, ammunition, victims' property, and items connecting the 3 to several robberies, police said in a news release. The trio is believed to be responsible for at least 4 robberies that occurred from June to September of 2022. The release stated 2 of these robberies involved the victims being shot by the suspects. Official had previously released videos of the suspects involved in the robbery at a gas station on White Oak Avenue in September. My. Police believe the 3 suspects may be wanted for other robberies in the LA area, and urge anyone with information about them or follow home robberies to contact Robbery Homicide Division Detective Gary Chamberlain. Okay, on period. So following the robbery, well, not robbery, it wasn't a robbery at all. Following the shooting at CSR Studios, okay, these 3 will be swooped up, okay, and accused of robberies that occurred from June to September of 2022 that fit the description. Remember, Lil Rod told the police that, Mr. G was robbed at gunpoint. and then shot. And apparently at the time there was robberies in the Los Angeles area with the same MO. Hold on, I'm gonna hit the yes. With the same MO. And they're in jail right now fighting this. So hopefully, his lawyers will pick up the little rod complaint and, these men can, be released, apparently they are being charged with crimes that they didn't even commit. They didn't release this robbery story till after they were arrested. Usually it's a wanted story before arrest of a crime is committed. Absolutely. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They didn't release it until after. Way after, in November. Yes, it did. You guys like this video? Like this video right now. When you guys like this video right now. If you guys are enjoying the show, when you guys remember to support, we got Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, Zelle, Crypto, PayPal, however you want to do it. Remember to support. We can't do it without your support. Okay, on period. Guys, we can't do it without your support. Yes, if you guys are planning on supporting the show, let me see some trophies in the chat. Where's my trophies at? When? Where's all my trophies at? When? Okay, on period. I'm asking my special guests if they're available to come out. They're available to come out. Okay, on period. This is what I forgot. Yes, I gotta share this. Okay, this will give y'all some more insight too, right here. Hold on.
And his son murdered someone in plain daylight and got away with it. There's apparently a man that they know, that everyone who works with him knows, that they can call, and they essentially will get everything cleaned up. And they are implicating the LAPD in this madness because they produced fake reports. And he's got some real good evidence to back up these claims. He says that one evening during a camp that they were running with several musicians, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were in a heated conversation with somebody named G. And while this conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom that was adjacent to where Jones was sitting, he heard approximately 2 feet away from him again, Mr. Jones is the producer that's suing him, gunshots suddenly ringing out. He recalls hearing multiple gunshots. Mr. Jones immediately went into a state of shock and fear that he would be shot next. He genuinely believed that he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. After the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. When the door finally opened, Mr. Combs and his son exited. G was lying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg and his hip area. Everyone stood around and looked up at him. Frustrated by the lack of aid that was being provided, Mr. Jones, the producer that's suing again, dropped everything, ran to the guy, and immediately began placing pressure. As he was applying pressure on his stomach, he realized this is perhaps the biggest.
A little more clarity as to what's going on. Okay, on period. So there was no robbery, there was no drive-by, but there were arrests made. There are arrests made, and to this day, okay, according to the family, okay, of the arrested, okay, they've been in jail for 2 years now. I have them on the line right now. Exclusive. Hello? Hello? You gotta cut me down, friend.
Yeah, I'm muting you.
Okay.
Better?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you give us some insight as to what's going on with your family member what happened? What's going on with the case? Like when they get picked up, like what can you tell us?
They got arrested November 17th of 22. They get in there basically just fighting the case. It's a couple of people arrested, and they all got paid lawyers. So the lawyers is trying to figure out or basically get to the bottom of it. Every time they go to court, they keep getting a continuance. So it's like nothing really being produced in court as far as evidence.
And they didn't know anything about the Diddy that Diddy did it until Little Rod came forward and pretty much connected the dots.
Right. We basically got a whiff that that lawsuit was coming out. The lawyers that they got, I guess, is pretty prominent in LA. And one of the lawyers got information that was coming out. We didn't know how true it was. We didn't even really pay no attention because we didn't think it was true. And it came out. And once it came out, and I seen that addresses were kind of caught my attention, that the boy got shot at. He got shot. He said he got shot down the street from the studio or what have you. And everything just started falling, like snowballing down from that address matching.
And there's no body cam footage. There's no eyewitnesses.
So it's no body cam footage of him being shot outside the studio. The only thing that they got trying to use against my people is G was after he got shot, the police went to interview him at the hospital. And that's where he said he could be 70. He said something about being positively being able to identify my people. So that's the only thing they got. And that's what they've been trying to use. And then I guess,
so
I don't know.
Is G a part of Is G a part of the trial? Because this and the G is missing. Is that why it's taking so long?
Okay, so being that we consider the suspects out of the family, we don't get no information on no victim. They ain't telling us nothing about that man. They just saying that he the witness, and you know what I'm saying, his story is true. What he said is real. They said he got robbed for a necklace. The necklace that they got in evidence belonged to the suspect. So it's like, y'all got to get it together. What's going on?
My.
So that's why I said last night I'm celebrating, because everything that y'all been doing in court, like we see it clear as day. We know where this jury came from. We know who it belonged to. Like it all looked like y'all just trying to put something on somebody. So now that this shit done finally, excuse my language, now that this done finally came out, yeah, I'm celebrating. Like the truth is here. This is what actually happened, and y'all definitely was gonna do the fall guys for it.
My.
However, the police came up with y'all information or found y'all or whatever the case was, y'all definitely was, they really working in court like they are the actual suspects of that shooting. Like an open and shut.
My. So you believe that, your relative is being used to be this fall guy. According to you, he didn't have a relationship with Diddy or Bad Boy or any of them. You didn't know him to do music or entertainment.
Nah, I know he had a studio that they rented out, but he wasn't that far in the music to be knowing Diddy or be sitting on no couch with Diddy or no backdoor deals with Diddy or none of that. It was just, for me, from growing up in LA and just knowing how things go out here, to me, it just looked like they got the first niggas that they got a hold to, and y'all going down for it.
My. What about criminal activity? Have you known him to be involved in any nefarious activities?
Nah, he just a regular person, grew up in LA. Nah, he ain't. The most he probably would do is sell some weed, but nah, he don't do nothing like that.
My.
He don't do nothing like that. He sell like knockoff clothes and other little things, but he don't. I know he ain't out here robbing nobody.
So he just fit the description.
Huh?
He just fit the description. Where did the chain come from? Did he have a chain on him? They don't even have a description.
They don't have a description. There's no description of the person that robbed anybody. It's no description. It's no gun. It's no license plate. usual things that you would have on somebody when they jump out and rob you. If somebody pull up on you and rob you, and then it went from a drive-by shooting to a robbery. Let's be clear.
Yeah, let's be
It went
clear.
from a drive-by shooting to a robbery. So if it's a drive-by shooting, as your car driving by, some camera should have got a license plate. If it was a jump-out robbery, where's the chain? The chain that y'all trying to use in evidence belonged to the person you got in cuffs.
Absolutely. And where did they get the chain from? Did they get it from the incident, or
They
did
got
they get
the
it?
chain from the person that they're blaming when they raided the house. But the chain is like an expensive chain, which means it's been appraised. It's paperwork on the chain. You can't just say that chain belong to anybody. Ain't nobody wearing no fake $1,000 chain on no swap meet.
Absolutely.
So y'all like when the appraiser came to court even and tried to speak up for the chain, they was trying to discredit them like they done paid these white people to come in here and take their side about a chain that they bought because it was made. It was specially made. The chain is worth some money, but it don't belong to that man. And then, if I'm not mistaken, they got a picture of G after the shooting with the chain. But I don't know who
So
that
you
man
know
is.
who Mr. G is?
No, I don't. I never heard of him. From the side that I'm on, we don't know. We on the suspect side, basically.
How does your
They don't give
family
us
feel
the
about all of
information.
this? Your family is just confused. Like, how is this affecting your family?
So I don't know. They just trying to wrap their mind around it and get the information that they finding out to the lawyer. That's the most they could do. They older. His family is older. It's my close friend, but his family is older. So they don't really, they just know to get all the information to his lawyer and press his lawyer to do his job. That's all they know.
Wow.
So hopefully, everything just turned out how it's supposed to. And from where I'm sitting right now, that's what it's looking like it's going to do.
I mean, you already celebrating.
I am, because it's good news to me. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, it's definitely
good
clarity because you had no idea before, Lil Rod started speaking that, what happened, but now we know that there was a shooting at CSR. And that's how Mr. G got shot. It wasn't from a drive-by. It wasn't from a robbery.
Right.
It was him and Diddy and Justin Combs got into an argument.
And then the cool thing about it would also just give me personally hope and look at it in a better light is the fact that I'm nobody. So I definitely ain't been able to pay nobody or no TMZ or nobody to put this news out. Like, they reporting this. The same people that reported it was a robbery is the same people reporting that they were lied to. So, it just needs to be out there because Diddy got enough money to make them still be able to take the fall for it. Depending on how good they cover up and, how much they pay people.
Absolutely. So they don't even have a gun?
They don't have nothing. They don't even got no. If he was, they said it was a robbery. The jury he was robbed for ain't even his jury. He was robbed for nothing. Shooting, they ain't got no gun. Where they get the gun from? Diddy got the gun.
And
if my people did get caught with a gun, it's not the gun.
My. And they're in trial right now, correct? They've been in jail.
No, they haven't started yet. Court date keep getting put off.
It's been 2 years and they haven't started the trial yet?
And it ain't even no murder case.
Does he have a bail?
He was out on bail for this, and they picked him up. Revoked his bail, told him he ain't getting no bail no more.
What?
He was on bail for this. Yeah, he was on bail for this.
What he did to get the bail revoked? You don't know?
That's what I'm saying. Everything is random. They doing what they
Wow.
want to do. They playing ball how they want to play it.
You think that Diddy
They
has
gave him.
the police
They gave.
on his pocket?
Huh?
You think Diddy has the police in his pocket?
I'm sure he got the police in his pocket. Diddy probably been having the police in his pocket since '96. What year Biggie died? You got to think Biggie got killed out here. Biggie got killed out here at that what is it called? The museum, the auto museum. Diddy probably been having them people in his pocket.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. So your cousin,
if not all of them, he got some. He got the right. He got probably 3 of the right ones. He probably got a dispatch person. I don't know. Shit, I couldn't even imagine for real.
so
That shit get creepy and deep.
So your friend or relative was getting into the music, and they opened up a recording studio.
Yeah, they did have a studio, but I mean, as far as I knew, it was just like local, regular, probably like, you know, people they knew personally, or it wasn't nothing big like that.
Was the studio in the same area?
Nah, his studio wasn't in Hollywood area. But they ended up losing that. They ended up, I mean, you know, we've been losing a lot since he's been in there, but you know, it wasn't that, I don't know, because I don't even do the nightlife scene thing, so
Absolutely.
I can't really, you know, comment that far on his business, but you know.
Was he in that area and the night of September 12th?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I don't think so, but even if they was, they don't got him on camera doing no shooting.
And it hasn't gone to trial, so I mean, he just sitting there just waiting for his day.
Yeah, and then his lawyer keep asking, you know, trying to get a discovery, trying to force them to release evidence.
You haven't got the discovery yet. Y'all supposed to been got the discovery.
No, look. They gave them one, and then talking about they got to add some more stuff to it, an amended record, and they've been doing that for the last 2 years. They said, okay, then they said they can't get, so when they did the raid and stuff, they took baby phones, kid phones, they took every phone they could find. And at first they were saying they used the phone pings to put them there. And now they saying, well, they haven't went through all the phones yet. It's been 2 years. How y'all ain't went through every single phone? It's like they just saying whatever they can to prolong and put off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We trying to go to court on this day, but 2 lawyers can't make it, or this day, but the DA got something going on. It took the DA like a whole year to even give up any hard drive evidence to the lawyer to begin with. They've been like really giving them the runarounds, the ring around. And then the lawyer like, you know, we don't want to press that hard and put them in a bad spot or force their hand, and then on the third end, they come up with something that we never heard of, like, you know, and we like, shit, fuck that, push their hand. If they got it, they got it.
And what about the studio, CSR? Have you heard anything from them? Have they made any statements? Are they coming to court?
Nah, they ain't. Nah. For what? How? For what?
I mean, they're alleging that their studio was shot into.
But
is there restitution owed, or did they press charges? I mean, wasn't the studio damaged?
As far as his paperwork, the state of California versus him for robbery, because it doesn't say drive-by shooting, it say robbery. The studio, nobody is involved in that. No names, no nothing. He was a random person down the street, a block away from the studio, and got robbed. You get what I'm saying? So the studio ain't, nothing is involved. That's why we had no clue.
And there's no street cameras, no blood on the street, no eyewitnesses.
The police ain't saying none of that. They just saying, they not even saying they got video. They don't got nothing. They ain't gave us nothing. They only gave us a picture of a side of a car that they saying is his car. They don't got him on video. They don't got no license plate on video saying that this is him getting into his car. No. That's why we trying to figure out how are y'all pressing these charges so strongly? What do y'all, where's the evidence? What do y'all got? Come with something.
And there's no gang involvement or anything like that. This was an upstanding guy that was, you know, a businessman trying to get his stuff in order.
They trying to paint it like it's a they trying to get them like it's a what do you call it? Like a organized crime thing going on. See, okay, so the city, LA period, from all the way from the valley down to the whole state of California got a real bad infestation with residential burglary and robbery, period. Just period. So it's a common issue. So I think that's why they kind of lied about him being robbed, because that's probably the most common thing that the police gonna believe and not think nothing about.
Absolutely.
Because even in court, in his side, what do you call it? In the evidence that they got, they ain't showed us no crime scene. We ain't even seen the crime scene to know if it's blood on the ground, or we ain't seen the crime scene. They ain't showed no crime scene. It ain't no crime scene. It can't be a crime scene. Y'all ain't put it in discovery. And I didn't even think to ask that. That's crazy. I didn't even think to bring that up to his lawyer. Like, well, where's the crime scene?
Yeah, they should definitely have.
They just got us. Yeah, because they just got us messed up with the runaround. Like, they mentally trying to play with us. They mentally trying to wear him down. Got him in there for 2 years. He don't know where his life is headed. You get what I'm saying? These some serious charges.
Yeah, they want him to take their deal and it all go away.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people, they take their deal.
Exactly.
But if you ain't had nothing to do with it, you know, you gotta just fight it out.
And then they trying to pile not only that crime, but they're piling like 3 or 4 other crimes. Like every 2 months they talk about they got another one they add on.
Wow. Wow. I guess it's
thinking they gonna hurry up and take some time. And mind you, although the police ain't offered nothing, they haven't came with an offer for them to take no time, but by them being so dirty, to me, what it looked like by them being so dirty and just trying to put something on somebody, they working themselves in the process, and that's where they gonna lose at. Because you look at this, y'all done gave it all this time for this man to release this case, and now the real crime scene coming up.
Absolutely.
Y'all trying to be dirty, but y'all can't really send nobody to jail for the rest of their life unless you tell them what you got. And y'all don't got that because it's not true.
And I wonder what else Lil Rod got. Have you tried to reach out to Lil Rod? You try to reach out to Lil Rod? He probably has more pictures and more receipts.
Nope, I would let his lawyer do that.
Oh yeah, let the lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even dare, because I don't.
Yeah, but I'm sure he has more evidence. He had the pictures of Diddy, and you know, he was there at the camp. You know, he applied pressure to Mr. G's wound. So you know, he knows
and that's
everything.
Not hearsay. That's not hearsay.
Yeah, he needs to be
like
subpoenaed
hearsay
into court.
Held up in court. Exactly. So that's why I was celebrating.
Well, I wish you the best, friend, you and your family. I hope that, you know, they get justice from all this. And, you know, once they're free, they need to turn around and sue and get in line right behind Little Rod and give me what you owe me.
LAPD too. Get them all.
Get them all.
I wouldn't care if it's $1,000. Get them. Get them.
Well, at this time, I want to thank you so much for coming up. When is any final words before I let you go?
No, just keep investigating.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep investigating.
What else come up with, you know, probably even help us out. So just keep digging and looking.
Okay, I will.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody watching. You guys like this video right now. Are you guys supporting this exclusive content? Are you guys supporting this exclusive content? If you guys enjoyed the show on today, remember to support. We're asking everybody to hop out of the bushes and send $15. $15 to support the show. My. Annette says, smells like a cover-up. Smells like a cover-up. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Let me know it in the chat. My. And to think Diddy was repping black excellence. Such a hypocrite. Girl. Not black excellence. Well, Diddy and his team snatching shit off the internet win. Okay, on period. What is this? Girl. Y'all like this video, like this video, win. Oh, remember to support this video. Okay, on period. If you guys are supporting the show, go ahead and drop some trophies in the chat. That way we can acknowledge you. It's a lot of shit going on. Okay, on period. And I'm going to continue to investigate. There's so much in this complaint. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for supporting this content. We can't do it without your support. I thank you so much. Okay, on period. There's a lot of stuff in this complaint. It's 79 pages. Okay, on period. We're going to continue to investigate and see what else is uncovered. You know, this is not the first time Diddy has allowed someone else to take the fall for something that he has did. He did the same thing with rapper Shine. You guys all remember that? What happened with the rapper Shine when Diddy got into that altercation in the club and he let what was it? Was it the car crash? Was it a car crash? Girl, that. Okay, on period. And let Shine take the What is with him offing people? Someone needs to put him under the prison. Okay, on period. Word on the curb is Mr. G is nowhere to be found. Okay, Lil Rodney said that he hasn't seen Mr. G. Mr. G has not been found. Matter of fact, I think the only motherfucker that knows Mr. G is Diddy, Jay, Justin, and Lil Rod. Shit, who's Mr. G? Okay, I'm here. Everybody was asking me, have you figured out who Mr. G is? I said, his name starts with it's one letter. His name is one letter. How am I supposed to figure? How am I supposed to figure out something like that? Name is one letter. Okay, on period. No, but I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, on period. We need to find Mr. G. Find Mr. G. I'm sure he's somewhere walking around with a limp. I'm sure he's somewhere around these motherfucking streets, around walking around with a limp. When okay, on period. If not, okay, on period. Diddy got him somewhere burrowed down in a burrow in the bottom of the ocean, where I think that's probably where the tunnels lead. The tunnels probably lead right onto the beach. Okay, right on to his boat. Okay, that he used to dispose of the bodies. Okay, on period. That's what that was. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts when? Ooh. When the foundation is cracked, the tower will fall. There's going to be many people who are going to fall. Pay attention to the rats being rats begin to jump ship. My. Remember to support the show. The number of the evening is 15. If you guys enjoyed the content, support the show. They didn't release the robbery story till after they were arrested. Usually it's a wanted story before an arrest of a crime is committed. Absolutely. Your receipts are totally different from mine. See, this is why I come here. Okay, I'm trying to told you, friend. I'll do my own research, friend. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I always do my own research, friend. Yes, it did. That's what be taking me so long to go live. Okay, on period. I gotta come with my own tea. I gotta come with my own tea. Get a reason to good girls a reason to watch me. Okay, on period. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus? Can you focus on me? Oh. Can you focus? Can't you see it? Hey, Pat, thank you so much for supporting the show, friend. Yes, support. That's the name of the game. Win. Okay, on period. Support the show. Okay, on period. Support the show. Hey, Okie girl, what's going on? Diddy has done too much, and those people not just saying that. Okay, on period. And the people is scared to speak out. The people are scared to speak out because Diddy got them all in non-disclosure agreements, and apparently they're scared that he would turn and sue them. Okay, so we're gonna go live again after the show. We got an exclusive interview. Have you guys been following Mahogany Jackson? Yeah, I've been working. Behind the scenes. I need you guys to support. Okay, on period. Matter of fact, we might have to schedule for another day. Do you guys want us? You guys want me to come back on an exclusive interview with Mahogany Jackson's boyfriend? Nah, y'all don't want me to come back. I'm gonna have to come back another day. When okay on period. Y'all don't want me to come back. Okay on period. If y'all want me to come back with an exclusive interview with Mahogany Jackson's boyfriend, then I'm gonna need y'all to support the show. This show. Okay on period. This show. Like this video right now. When okay on period. Yes, the Cash App links are pinned. The PayPal links are pinned. This has me clutching my pearls. I feel so sick. Even looking at him, he's foul and vile and evil. All of it. You right? Looking at his photos today, it just makes my skin crawl. How evil. Okay, he is, but how non-threatening he appears. My. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, when I gotta head out, I gotta get ready for the next show. Well, if there's gonna be a next show tonight, when okay on period. That all depends on you guys. You guys can support even after the show. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, Zelle, Crypto, PayPal, if you want to do it. Until next time, thank you all for watching. Adios and good night.